And now we've been brought back down to earth. An absolutely embarrassing performance. We were absolutely shite. Welcome back to Analysing Arsenal. These are my thoughts and feelings. The game at Goodison Park in the Premier League as Everton took on Arsenal. Arsenal looking to get into third as we played a game less than all of the rest. A win would have taken us third. Would have taken us into pole position, into finishing in the top four come the end of the season. The run-in and is fully ahead, and games are coming thick and fast. And we, as I said on Monday, we've got a nice run of games. We're not playing any of the big boys, but we have got some tough away games. This was a tough away game. I knew this wasn't going to be an easy game, but the performance on show was embarrassing, absolutely embarrassing. Now, before we go any further, two things I want to say. Firstly, Everton, absolutely brilliant, absolutely just wonderful. From minute 1 to minute 90, they were enthusiastic, they had so much energy, the pressing, so they pressed us so high up the pitch. They wanted every single ball, every first ball, second ball, third ball. They wanted every ball. They wanted it more than us. And, you know, they should have got 3, 4, maybe even 5 goals here this afternoon. The fact they only got 1, you know, it looks good on our part, because Everton deserved not only to win this game, but win by a comfortable margin. 1-0 does not tell the story of the game. Secondly, the race to the top 4 is still very much alive, because if Chelsea lose to West Ham tomorrow, we're still in the top 4. Chelsea will only be 3 points ahead of us, and you know, Manchester United were 4 or 5 points clear of us. Tottenham were 10 points clear of us, and you know, we managed to pull it back. So you know, our top 4 hopes are not over. Yes, they may be dented slightly, but they're not over. But what I'm angry about is that the performance was just embarrassing. It was an absolutely embarrassing performance. I mean, we showed absolutely nothing. There was no fight, no hunger, and you know, it's the same story away from home. And this is what I just don't understand, that you know, if you look at how we played against Newcastle on Monday at home at the Emirates, what we've done at the Emirates, we play brilliantly. You know, we're an absolutely just fantastic side at home. We blow teams away. Our link-up play, the way that we can get the ball, you know, from the opposition's goal to our goal. Some of the goals that we have scored, our link-up play, our combination play, our overall play at home has been wonderful, and it's the reason why we've won our last 10 games at the Emirates in a row, and that is the reason why we've got ourselves into the position, because our home form is absolutely brilliant. Away from home, though, and we've always struggled away from home. You know, this season we are the only side, not just in the Premier League, but in the top 4 tiers of English football, to not keep a single clean sheet away from home. And our away form this season has been atrocious. If our away form matched our home form, we'd be up there with Liverpool and Manchester City for the Premier League title. But it's our away form that has been shocking and that has been embarrassing. And, you know, we look like a different team. We look like an absolutely different team when we're away from home. I mean, we had 7 shots, 2 on target. Everton had 23 shots, 6 on target. And we didn't test Jordan Pickford once. We did not test him once. It was all Everton. It was Everton, Everton, Everton going forward and forward and forward. You know, they were just better than us at every part of the game. At every point on the pitch, they were better. And you know, I was struggling with the team selection. You know, firstly, why was Ramsey and Aubameyang not starting? They came on in the second half. Why we played a back 3 away from home when we can't defend well away from home? Why is Mesut Ozil captaining Arsenal? You know, away from home, Ozil's not a leader, and he offers nothing away from home. Ozil is the kind of player that when he's at the Emirates, when he's against lesser sides, and if we're playing against a big side but we can blow them away. I have seen games, you know, in big home matches where Ozil has ripped teams to shreds, and he's also done it against the lesser sides, but on our own patch away from home, Ozil just doesn't provide, you know. And you know, my problem with Ozil is that I just don't think he fits Unai Emery's system. Why you're giving someone like that who doesn't fit your system, someone that you're not totally convinced by, why you're giving him the captain's armband when we need a leader? We needed someone throughout that 90 minutes to galvanise the squad, pull the squad together and say, look, we need to wake up, we need to sharpen up, we need to strengthen. Otherwise, we're not going to get anything out of this game, and this is a golden opportunity to, get ahead of everybody else and be in pole position, not for finishing in fourth, but for finishing potentially in third. And we just didn't offer that. I mean, Lacazette looked a shell of the player that he has been all season. And even when Ramsey and Aubameyang came on, apart from a 10-minute spell where Ramsey was causing problems, I think there was one moment where Pickford parried it out and it fell to Ramsey, who almost had an open goal, but he kind of hit it up and over. But apart from that, I can't remember any shot that Arsenal had that actually caused Pickford problems. We switched from a back three to a back four in the second half, but it didn't really change anything. We were still lacklustre, we were weak, and we were spineless today. We had nothing. We offered nothing throughout the entire game. And Everton's goal, I was reading on social media and at half time, and people were saying that it was a foul throw and that Jagielka was offside. Firstly, Jagielka was onside from the throw-in. It was poor defending from Arsenal's part that we didn't get the ball away. We had 2 opportunities to get the ball away. We didn't get the ball away on those 2 opportunities. And, it wasn't a foul throw. It was a genuine good goal, 10 minutes in. And I expected to see a response, a right reply of getting back into the game and kind of trying to fight to get something. And we have done it in the past where we've, played really poorly in the first half, but in the second half we have kind of stepped up our game and got something out of the game. But we didn't do that, and it was almost like we didn't care. It was almost like, oh, this isn't happening for us today. Everton are playing better than us. Let's just give them the win. And it's frustrating because come the end of the season we could look back at this game and it could be a pivotal moment. There's still 7 games to go, including our Europa League quarter-final time midweek, and Chelsea have got some big games, Tottenham have got some big games, Manchester United have also got some big games, but we've got quite a few away games, and our away form needs to improve between now and the end of the season if we're going to get into the top 4. This does feel like a huge chance missed and a wasted opportunity, but in saying that, there is still a long way to go. So this isn't over, but it's just frustrating, and I'm more frustrated not at the fact that we've missed the chance to go third, and it feels like all the hard work that we put into on Monday night has been wasted. But it just feels to me like it was a performance where Arsenal didn't care, and that to me is awful. You can't go away from the Premier League and just expect to turn up and win the game, without working hard, without doing the dirty work, without putting, everything and anything into the game, and we didn't offer anything at all. We move on. We're back at home on Thursday night against Napoli in the Europa League quarter-final. We need to respond. We need a good performance. We need a strong home performance against Napoli, because we're going to go away from home in the second leg, and as I said, our away form, not just in the Premier League but in all competitions, has been poor. So we need to ensure that we can put in a really good performance, so we're not going to Naples chasing the game, because if we are, we're very much probably definitely going to be out. But I'm going to leave our lines and Arsenal there for you guys today. There isn't really much to discuss in regards to the game because we didn't really offer anything at all. Everton were absolutely brilliant. They absolutely knew that they could get into our faces, that they could be strong, they could be resilient, they could be, dirty in the way of pressing us high above the field, not giving us any time with the ball, not giving us any space, and they executed that absolutely perfectly. And as for Arsenal, we offered absolutely nothing, and Everton deserved the 3 points. They deserved the win, so credit to them. And as I said, I'm going to leave our lines and Arsenal there for you guys today. Until next time, this is Pepper sign out. Take care, and I shall see you all later. Take care, and I shall see you all very, very, very soon. Take care. Bye bye.